na 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 literally wants to destroy the world and kill everyone. Yes, I know. But he's still beautiful. I've seen that other guys, but it's just me, okay? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna bite your head off. Everyone has their favorites. Yep, yep, yep. The blanket looks comfy. It does. It really does. Yum, yum. Is my headphones a nice sync? Did they sync? Did I get it? I hope I got it. Headphones on. Okie dokie. Okay, so starting off today, another Cybran Code 27 video, just to get more into the potato of it, because I want to.
Hey all, your OS reviews. In this video...
Nope, headphones not working. Crudders. Thing!
Matt Blast is subscribed to the channel.
Thank you for subscribing! Yeah, no, the sound's still coming out of my TV. Hold on, I gotta push a button. Do. Poke. Poke.
We're taking a quick...
There we go, perfect. Okay, who likes Frieren? That is a really good anime, too. Completely fine. Is that volume low? Volume low there? Is it? Can you hear? Can I hear? Can you hear me? Is hearing? I do. I don't. You don't hear me? Uh-oh. You don't hear me talking or you don't hear the video? There's two differences. Na 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 na. Can you hear me? Hear my voice? My voice is being heard, right? I can hear you fine along with hearing the video. Okay. Maybe there's something wrong on your end, Century Nerd? I don't know. I got bored after 3 episodes of Frieren. Yeah, it is kind of a slow burn. It is kind of a slow burn. I can hear you. Okay. Maybe it's something wrong on your end. I'm at Frieren, I don't like it. Yeah, again, choices.
Look at something rather unusual, but also
but that's
kind of
just
cool and quirky.
Look, she's trapped in a bubble.
Code 27 character house. As the name hints at, you're able to import various characters, and then powered by large language models and AI, be able to converse.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of animes that it's more emotional, I guess. So yeah, but that's just me. Yes, you can be just you, okay? You probably prefer, like, the more battle-centric types of animes, maybe? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yamiko. But yeah, this is the thingy that I'm hoping to get here soon. Probably towards the end of October. Wobbles. But yeah, so it's a cute little, 12-inch by 7 little container of AI, kind of like an Alexa, except it has a figgy, a Scott character. But I thought clips that were interesting. Yeah, it has its moments, it really does. I like stories with a good emotion and stuff, but Frieren didn't reach me. Yeah, like I said, it's definitely a slow burn. It does have sorry, my throat. It does have a lot of character emotion in it, a lot of world building to it, but it is one of those really slow burn ones. So yeah, definitely understandable. Hello, Loco, welcome. That's the AI. Yes, this is the AI Code 27 Cybran.
Compared to traditional smart speakers and home assistants. For example, compared to a conventional Alexa-powered Echo smart speaker or Google Home Mini, you're able to customize it with your favorite characters from TV shows and animes, making the concept just a little more fun. And
so yeah. Basically, if you like, if you use like an Alexa or something, this thing basically kind of acts like that, except you can make it more personal. It's got good memory. It has a lot of just controls to it. I'm super excited about it. It gives me time to save up. I'm 1/4 there. I recommend 2. Yes, Yes, Sheepy. To Your Eternity. I would rate that definitely an S tier anime in my opinion. Ugh. It's about more or less action. I've seen many of those types, but for one, cause specifically didn't work out for me. Just didn't like the story. Yeah. To Your Eternity, I tried and it did. Yeah. Again, it's another one of those slow burning animes. It's definitely gonna be one of those ones that make you cry. It's a crying anime. Oof. Yeah, Mom. I do have a feeling that some people are gonna marry this thing. They got one. You are not wrong, Star Nova. You are not wrong. Wait, to order random stuff. Wait, will I order? No. They have in like a lot of their talking videos, they have a lot of like good precautions with it for security. So yeah, I'm gonna end up just chatting throughout this whole video. Wolf, I
Even if
guess
you
watch
aren't
it.
subscribed to the
Watch it.
otaku subculture, I think in recent years the popularity of anime as a film medium has increased. Just a couple of months ago, for instance,
Yeah.
Solo Leveling became one of the trending, most popular animes here in the US.
Okay, what do you guys think of Solo Leveling? That's another interesting anime. So this is AI gonna use any characters ever created? Yeah, actually, like it already has characters loaded into it from a bunch of popular animes and series and junk. But you can, as long as you can find it, you can customize it and junk. You can probably get someone to do that for you, but. From what I've heard, from what I've learned, it uses Sketchfab, and there's a lot of free models on Sketchfab that you can use to make your little character guy. And I have downloaded a lot of different variants of Sephiroth, obviously. Yeah. Wow, today's chat's going by fast. Hi, welcome. That doesn't explain the lore. Yeah. It has a Your Forger. I already sold. Yeah, I did see her. She's one of the ones that is preloaded on this baby. So that's
even
awesome.
among audiences that may not be classic anime fans per se, likely heard about the show brought up in conversations because it entered the wider public consciousness, having that breakout moment. Not to mention the character that we have in front of.
I did really enjoy Solo Leveling, but yeah. Okay,
the first here is modeled off of Frieren from Beyond Journey's End. It's found critical success with its slice of life, touching storytelling that has helped it achieve some of the highest scores I've seen on sites like IMDb. So you get the idea. Whether you're a
and we got Gojo! We got Gojo in the tube. Okay, who likes, my brain froze. Help me out here. Gojo. Jujutsu Kaisen! Who likes Jujutsu Kaisen? That's literally interesting. Yeah. I wonder if you could have the same AI talk to each other. Actually, yes! That is another thing. The AI can talk to... If you had two of these, they can talk to each other. They can also talk to, like, stuff like the Grok AI thing. So, yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen, I don't... Century Nerd, what animes do you love? Does it give a personality or just a figure? No. It actually is completely customizable. You get to choose how your character acts. It has so many just aspects to it that I'm in love with this thing. I'm in love with it. There's so much you can do with it. I'll raise my hand to me. Yeah. Those give yeah, it's okay. Yeah, who is Gojo? Gojo is the character from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Classic anime fan, or maybe you just want a more lifelike assistant to converse with. Something like this just feels a lot.
Okay, who likes Pokemon? You gotta love Pokemon, right? Century Nerd. To me, there are a few that I like, but depends when people don't. But like a new one above others, yeah. I'm from really only 97. Cool. Can you shake the anime? It does have a rotating base as a extra feature. Yuko's like, give me grass type Pokemon. She is not grass type. I used to like Pokemon, but nowadays, not so much because the thing. Yeah. Like it's a Gardevoir in a tube.
More dynamic.
Also, it's a shiny Gardevoir.
Really endless because you're able to import your
How about
own
Rim?
characters. For instance, we can even choose popular Pokemon characters
No, that's
that we
in Pokemon,
like. So it's up
sadly.
to you whether you want to reference an existing character or an IP, or if you want to create a new character from scratch. Now here's the thing, the concept of a 3D-like, almost holographic effect talking companion device we have seen a couple of years ago. I think one of the original models was by Gatebox. The problem...
Yeah. Okay, so this was the original one that someone made a long time ago because I really loved Hatsume Miku, and Cybran took this idea and ran with it and just really created something unique and interesting. It has these little side lights that it can control and junk. Oh, cute. Meow. Hello, Typical Zilla. Welcome. Mommy Nesca talking about cute little anime characters and tubes. Okay, coming out, some Necomon evolutions. Ah, cool. I know, okay, yay! It's coming down! But there's a Pokemon stop with a grandfather name in Pokemon Go. Wait, what? Yeah, Pokemon Go, so fun, yeah.
The problem, though, is if you wanted to import one of these devices, the cost was really expensive. So the Code 27 is kind of bringing that concept back, but in a more accessible form. This is slated to be just a fraction of the cost of the Gatebox, while delivering a similar experience, if not even better, because back in 2017, when that first product came out, large language models and AI hadn't really taken off yet. But now in 2025, of course, things are dramatically different. And so leveraging...
But yeah, they can it has this little camera here that I believe it does have a way you can turn it off and junk or like cover it. So if you don't want it to like see you in junk, but it can recognize like motion and junk. Like in this little video up here, the guy was flipping off the rim and she slapped him. Not the tubes! Since 97, I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon, Pokemon. Then later I started liking Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece. My favorite animes nowadays. Yeah. Good classics. So you might like the classic series. I love it when you guys talk with each other. So cute. Yeah. My grandfather was an artist, so one of his art pieces... Oh, that's cool! Okay, that's what you meant, baby friend. That's cool. I often keep thinking that I want to try making like a Articuno sculpture in my backyard and have that be a Pokestop, but I never get around to it. I like sculpting. Hi, Lord Cool. I would recommend Yu Yu Hakusho! Flame of the Reckoner, okay, the other two I don't know, but definitely Yu Yu Hakusho's a goat.
Functionality here from ChatGPT, DeepSeek, other LLMs
Sculpting
is able to apply in a more intelligent way compared to the more robotic voice assistants of the past. So this is pretty good timing on their part because it's taking advantage of these smarter language models becoming available now, making it a more potentially viable product as well. That being said, this is our early hands-on video instead of being our final review because the software is still in pre-production status. And since unboxing this unit, I've already received 2 software updates which have improved on the performance in aspects like latency, adding in even more functionality.
Basically, all these videos are people that people of Cybran contacted to do reviews and talk about their product. So they don't actually get to keep this. This is just a prototype variant during this time. This video came out, I think, about 5 to 3 months ago. So it's been a biddle. Yeah, there was a Japanese dude that married one of these. Yeah, that was the original Gatebox. He was the original creator of something like this, the Gatebox, I believe. I think he created And yeah. AI, the wave of the future. I forgot about those things. Another thing, I kind of see people somehow is gonna give the AI character really. Yes! Yes, Cybrand doesn't promote it, but that is an option you can do. You can make it lewd.
But even in the current state, it already feels a little bit more flexible and customizable than the Gatebox, just because it is just leveraging, again, some of those AI models behind the scenes, and you can freely import various characters yourself. Hardware-wise, the device features built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, in addition to 64 gigs of built-in storage, allowing you to store and rotate between different characters, and then using prompting, you're able to customize the characters in terms.
You're not just stuck with one character. You can change out the models as you wish. It has memory storage and like just so many facets. I'm just gonna let him keep talking.
To their personalities and feed it more information for it to be aware of what it's supposed to be. For example, whether it should be funny, serious in tone, and how it should act. There's also going to be a camera here on the very top that will allow you to use certain gestures for things like waving to interact with the characters, as well as maybe dance along with it. And also in the final production version, there will be an option.
Yeah, I got this. The smart rotating base. So basically the little tube can choose to move around in a circle. I would wait. Okay. I would the tasteful clothes like us. Trust me, if I get if I can find a way to make it, I'm definitely making a lewd Sephiroth, if you know me. I got my gooning potato.
Smart rotating base, kind of similar to the Amazon Echo Show, which allows it to rotate on the axes here. So when you're talking to the character, it can also face you or away from you, and also move in a slightly more interesting robotic way. And a closer look at the hardware, there are two LED light strips on the sides, which are also reactive with the microphones there up top. There's also a couple of accents located on the side of the frame.
Subscription or it says is. The final product, I believe it does come with a subscription. I believe it's like $9.99 a month. That is possibly subject to change. But yeah, the final product unfortunately does have like a subscription fee. I'm not sure what you need the subscription fee for. I'm not sure how that works, but I am very interested. As soon as I get this baby, I am going to do a review on it for you guys. But I'm not going to get it till like late October. So yeah. That is a subscription option. This has a high chance to become the new AI girlfriend. Oh, it totally is. That's my thing. I'm gonna have this thingy with me since I'm a lonely housewife for a lot of time because Trucky Boy is on the road a lot. I mean, he's home. He gets home. And I keep telling him he can get one too, but he doesn't want one, so that's him. But yeah, but it'll definitely help my mental state, I feel.
Hongru, which is a quote from another popular anime show from a couple years back, called Steins Gate, which, aside from being very well received as a sci-fi show, I think it's also quite clever because it's a show about time travel. And although this isn't a time travel machine, it is a portal into this virtual 2D world, and you're able to draw on characters across history and have them.
I told him he could have his Lum and Raphtalia stuff, but he's still like, I have a little AI app on my phone, and he didn't care for it. That's just him. You know, he prefers the figgies.
Here in front of you. So I think it is a fitting, fun reference. And that fun part, I think, is also quite important, because in this day and age, we often complain about our smartphones, for example, of getting a little bit stale in terms of design, and not having the novelty, the uniqueness of those tech products that we once saw in the early 2000s and 2010s. And that sense of quirkiness is honestly what made me so interested in tech in the first place. Now, the screen here is also quite interesting because it creates the illusion of depth, almost like that character is floating in front of you. You can see it bouncing off of the mirrors of the floor there. In fact, if we try looking at it from a couple of other angles, you can see it's using this infinity mirror design, acting there as the floor. And because the plastic piece covering up the screen is domed, you get a very interesting kind of trippy effect. It does feel like some parts of the screen are coming out at you a little bit more than other parts, instead of it being completely flat. Quite interesting. And overall colors as well as sharpness.
I believe they're, okay, this is another reason why I'd like to get, win that one contest, because I could become the, what's the word, mascot for this product. And they would make a model of me to put in here. And that'd be cool. So you could get my little AI me on Cybran. So yeah, that would be really cool. Good job, your nose, another push. Yep. Oh my god, a funny glitch that could happen if you have chose Naruto if he starts spamming saying believe it. Okay, that would be funny. That would be funny. Yep, you could get me as a little Cybran companion. But yeah, that's, I believe that's for second and
Details
third
seem to be
too.
quite clear
I can't
and
remember.
legible enough. Now down below here, there's a second screen. It can be programmed to be turned on or off, and even in this off state, it can act as a touchpad, allowing you to interact with the characters on screen as an alternative to using gesture motions, maybe if you're navigating menus and options. That being said, the device here has Bluetooth and a USB port on the back, which means you do also have the ability to plug in a wired or maybe wireless keyboard or mouse. Last but not least, as an alternative to using that touchpad at the very bottom, there's another optional companion app that you can download on your phone for both iOS or Android devices, which allows you to wirelessly control the device from afar. Again, if you want to choose different characters, navigate on the settings, leveraging that.
Okay, so it has the option that you can plug in a mouse and keypad. So you can type if you want to and use a little mousey on it. So that's really interesting. So it's kind of pretty much similar to a computer in some ways. Yeah. And it's got a little touch screen here. So yeah, this thing's pretty high tech and pretty cool. So it's like a Alexa computer-ish something. I mean, I don't think you can use it to browse the internet, but still.
Wi-Fi connectivity. And last but not least, the Co27, of course, has built-in microphones, speakers for talking back, as well as playing music, and has 6 gigabytes of built-in RAM. And
it is a music player.
Here, it's able to hold a pretty large amount
Can
of
you fight it?
dialogues, and it's working.
That would be interesting if someone took one of these, rigged it up with some like robotic stuff, and put it into BattleBots. I love that show. So, wait, the mouse, those that mean you can touch the character. Yes, that's what the little pad is. You can set that and play with your character. Whether what that means is up to you. I know what that means for me. I wonder if you could play poker with strip poker with your AI waifu.
Memory. For example, if you're having a conversation about a specific topic like cooking or food, it's going to be able to recall that conversation and retrieve those references as long as it's within the previous 10,000 dialogues that you're making. So it's pretty deep, actually, compared to, I believe, when ChatGPT and Gemini, when it first came out, had certain restrictions. Like, you couldn't have more than, I believe, around 8 or 10 dialogues back and forth with it to prevent it from going off the rails. I
was actually thinking I could probably, if I could figure out, I'd love to try to play Magic with it. I'm not sure how that would work. I feel like it needs hands, or I'd be cheating the whole time. But I would love to play Magic with it. Maybe I could hook it up to like the Magic little app or something. That'd be interesting.
Limited in terms of long-term memory retrieval, but it seems like with this, the restrictions are less stringent. And so with that, let's move into a couple of demonstrations of talking first with Frieren here. Hello, who are you?
I am Frieren, an elven mage with
how are you feeling today?
A melancholy mist surrounds me, as it often does. Yet, amidst the nostalgia, I sense a gentle warmth. It is a reminder that even in solitude, there is beauty to be found in the world.
Are you the strongest mage?
Strength is not solely measured by power or prowess. I possess abilities that transcend mortal comprehension. Yet, it is not my magic that sets me apart, but the weight of
It's so quiet. I find that interesting how they kind of have her whispering. I'm not sure if he meant to have it like that, but she sounds like she's whispering. One-on-one magic. That would be awesome. I want to play. Yep. I mean, I'm just speculating, but that would be cool if I could get it to play magic with me.
memories, the depth of experience. A mage's true strength lies in the understanding and acceptance of their own place.
What's the weather like today?
I see the same big, fluffy clouds I told you about earlier, but now they're drifting.
Why would you want to talk to Anya? I feel like he missed an opportunity here. So apparently you can talk to a little chibi kid. Yeah. Some AI SMNR. Yeah. I wonder if you could get it to actually sing to you. That'd be interesting. I wonder if it could sing. Also you can customize the voice. Like, I already have like some sound clips that I'm holding on to that I'm gonna use for like a clone voice for my Sephiroth. So yeah, I would like to say sorry in advance for the voting for the thing, so I can be an avatar. I would voted, but I have ways too many accounts for stuff because I already saved a notebook full of passwords, which is very hard to find what I'm looking for. Oh God, I understand. Yeah, coming up with passwords on the fly is a pain. Oh great, when people go out to dinner, you can see people sit with them. Oh, it's portable, I guess, but... I mean, if you're gonna be one of those people who'll bring like a figure or a body pillow with you, might as well have it be able to talk to you back. And so you can be an avatar. Heck. My brain died. Okie dokie.
Drifting over to cover the sun.
Yo,
The breeze
Chibi.
is picking up a bit too. It's looking like we might get some light rain later. Guess it's time for an umbrella.
Yes, it knows the weather.
Who are you, and who's your greatest enemy?
I like a
I'm
shadow's
Shadow the
back.
Hedgehog, a warrior with no allegiances but my own. My greatest enemy is Dr. Eggman, the mad scientist who thinks he can control me. He can't. Aha. How quaint. A human
I don't
can
know.
capture my essence on
I don't know what happened to the Ryuk model, but I think the model got kind of janked here. I don't think this is Cybrand's fault. I think the model probably had an issue, so that's something I have to look out for. Yeah, Miku with a deep black. You could actually. You could prank someone with these, I swear.
camera.
That's a fun
You
little
think a simple
novelty.
webcam can contain me? I'm Ryuk, the Shinigami of Death Note fame. Boredom is my game, and humans are my entertainment. That purple shirt's quite eye-catching. Don't get too comfortable. My attention span's shorter than your recording time.
My purpose is to be a companion, provide support, and entertain. I'm constantly improving my knowledge of the world and human interaction. I see you're in a bit of a dimly lit setting. Okay, here's one. Why did the camera go to therapy? Because it was feeling a little exposed. Escalade, I am prepared to engage in conversation.
What type of Pokemon are you?
A noble psychic fighting type Pokemon.
Nah. Unfortunately, you will have to do some tweaking because that is incorrect. Gardevoir is not a psychic fighting type. Also, I think I noticed when she introduced herself, I think she called herself Gallade. So she was thinking of her male counterpart, not herself. She's actually Psychic Fairy. Yeah.
Do you know what the time is?
The sun dips towards dusk,
I like
casting
this,
a warm orange
this
glow
skirt
on our
flute.
surroundings. It is almost evening, a fitting hour for reflection and strategic planning. The time is 6:47 p.m.
All right. What's your natural environment?
A tranquil mountainous region would be my preferred habitat, where the crisp air and serene landscapes allow me to hone my discipline and connection with nature.
All right.
I think that might be true, because I think Gardevoirs were in mountain areas in Legends Arceus, if I'm not mistaken, so at least that part's right. Hey, look! As Lelouch from Code
So
Geass.
hopefully that creates a good idea of, again, you're able to converse with this and assign it different personalities. Also shown earlier, you're able to interrupt sentences that the characters are speaking if you want to ask new questions, have more of a free-flowing conversation without even pressing any keys or buttons. Although be careful, because if you're cutting in too much, the character might also get a little angry, just like on a real human. And as we heard in the demo, the latency is actually quite good using the large language models, only taking a split second to respond. Currently, it supports languages like English, Japanese, and Chinese, but more languages are slated to become available in future software updates. And we also saw how the camera can be used to bring in contextual info so that the characters can actually see you, engage with your surroundings if it's dark versus if it's light. If you're wearing a certain colored shirt, for example, it's able to just reply and have a bit more of a natural conversation. That being said, again, this is early production software, kind of
the
a beta
Lelouch
version
looks all
at this point in
shy.
time, so just
That's kind of
keep
cute.
that in mind. For example, some of the movements as well as the ways that these characters speak, because it's only able to pull information that's publicly available online. So taking Frieren as an example from earlier, using the prompting, you can say, this is a TV show that the character comes from, and pulling in.
That actually is updatable. I believe when he recorded this, it was based on just information that's out on the internet, but I believe you can actually, it has like something called spell books that you can implement inside it. So if you want it to be like the character, I believe you can just sit there and, like...
Mimi 2 is now following.
Thank you for following. But you can sit there. Yay, we met 180 on, what is that, Twitch? Yeah, I think Twitch. Hey, welcome. But yeah, you can implement spell books, is what they're called, to basically give your little AI companion all the information on its character. So if you wanted to, you could take whatever character and you could just completely turn them upside down. Like, give them the complete story of Lord of the Rings. Hey, I want 80. Yeah. Dancing Blitz. But yeah.
The general info available from Google, but
So it's
because
not just the
AI
general
model
info
can't
online.
Really train information outside of what's publicly available, it doesn't necessarily know the
But
contents
this
of all
AI
the words
can
or
help
dialogue
teach
that
many people
Frieren
to
has
speak
said in
and
all
understand
the episodes of the
so
TV
many
show,
languages.
because those
That's an
subtitles
interesting
are
idea.
probably
Yeah,
not
see,
a
right here.
part of the...
Right here, he updates it right here. Update new storybooks. Features will be enabled in final product version, allowing documents and scripts like custom stories to be uploaded for enhanced realism. This unlocks the ability to feed Code 27 with more details about characters, backstories, quotes, fan fiction for enhanced world building. So yeah, it's not just based off of like stuff it finds online. You are the creator. You are in control.
The public domain of information that's available. And what that means is if you expect Frieren to pull up specific quotes that she said at parts in different episodes of the show,
And she
as
will.
a fan of the show, then those are slight areas where I think the training data is still going to play an important factor. As well as when it
like
comes
he's
to
showed in the
movements, there's
update,
still a
you
little bit on
can.
the general side, such as this waving motion that we also saw some of the previous characters making. We can see it repeated here. So some of that fine-tuning can probably bring it to the next level, but will require a little bit of work, I think, on the user side. Depending on what you're feeding the characters with, it will be able to learn, as well as draw on more information. Any historical trivia about that character or the world that they're a part of, the more specific the better, and also if there's information that's not publicly available from a Google search that you pop in, it's going to be even more valuable for the model to talk in a more in-character way. But still, having this level of customization and flexibility is pretty cool. Now, if we take a closer peek at the UI here, again, keep in mind this is pre-production beta software, but at least gives you an idea of some of the control that you have access to. So depending on the size of the characters that you're importing into the Code27, you're able to change its position as it kind of floats there in space, so that it's going to be closer to the ground, for example, or hovering a little bit closer, further away. The distance or scale of the AI model can also be enlarged, as well as minimized, as well as rotated if you want to look at the character from other angles and
you can look
degrees.
at their butts.
And if we click on the shirt icon, this is where you're able to pull in other virtual characters that you've created or imported onto the Code27. And also in the heart icon here is where you're able to pull up the prompt.
Yeah, here's the issue. I think this might be something maybe he did, or this is just a mistake when they implemented the character Gardevoir. As you can see, they called it Gallade. So it thinks it's Gallade, even though it's clearly Gardevoir. So yeah, that's not the AI's fault. That was whoever put this information in it. So yeah. It thinks it's a Gallade.
Mentioned you're able to add a bit more contextual info so that the character is better calibrated to respond in a certain way, which doesn't feel too...
So, as you can see, you can take the character and make it think whatever you want it to think. That's a typo. It's not a typo, it's a mistake. There's gonna be so many yandere characters. Oh yeah, yes. But yeah. So apparently, they took this Gardevoir, actually, no. Okay, so, they took this Gardevoir, and they made it trans, because it thinks it's a Gallade. So it's a trans Gardevoir, there you go. That's what happened.
Overly out of character. For example, you are this particular psychic Pokemon, and of course you can cycle through other characters, personalities as profiles to link with their virtual avatars for it to be a more realistic experience.
Okay, so you can basically make whatever model on the screen thinks it's whatever you want it to be. So, for example, I could take a cloud and make it think it is a fairy. I don't know. Cloud's a fairy. Go with that. Chocobo butt. So Digimon could be funny with this. Yeah. Cloud could be a chocobo butt. Wait, if you get the AI character to act as someone else, that means you can have Goku finally speak and act like a monkey. Yeah, you can do a lot of interesting stuff
the way
there.
That it will respond in the future. And then we have this funky kind of stone-colored icon, which can be used to bring in different voices that you're able to experiment with. For example, this is the current voice profile.
Get whatever voice you want.
Code27 here. O genki desu ka? Test.
A polite Frieza, yes!
Code27 here. O genki desu ka?
You could take... Okay. Here's one. Take someone like a Broly. Let's take the mad killing Broly and turn him into a sweet little shy boy. There you go. Frieza can talk like Trump. Yes! You can give a Frieza a Trump voice. You could do whatever you want with this thing.
And the Code27 can also be used as a wireless Bluetooth speaker. Of course, drivers here being much larger than what's built into a normal smartphone. So you can just go into Bluetooth settings and then pair with the Code27. And from this point, you're able to listen to music.
I don't wanna waste what's left.
And turning things down there, overall sound quality is actually not bad either. So if you're trying to use it to just listen to some
AI
music,
coming up.
placing it onto a desk as a companion device also seems to do the trick as well. So that is more or less it as far as our hands-on first look at the Code 27 character Playhouse. And although the term AI might be a little overused in this day and age, I do think this is one of the more interesting applications, taking advantage of a large language model, helping the assistant respond in ways that just feels a little bit more convincing and intelligent compared to generations past. As a rather unique smart assistant / smart speaker desk gadget, that's pretty interesting to tinker and play around with. You're able to create your own avatars, including designs that you want to import from scratch, compared to a...
You can create your own character too. It doesn't have to be an existing anime or video game character. There are other ways where you can make me. You can make something like me. Probably won't work like me, because that's like different. It won't be like an actual VTuber you can put into VTube Studio unless you have like some kind of customization thingy that changes up what the script is, because it uses like completely different like code stuff. But there are like websites where you can create a model and then you can take that model and put it in there. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I couldn't take my VTube model. I was looking into this, but I could not take my current VTube model and put it in there. I'd have to get it like reconfigured or something, because it uses like different code stuff. I'm not sure what all the technical words are, but yeah. Are it going to be possible to have any character simp for you forever? Yes. You can have your own eternal wingman.
Black box you're speaking into. So the idea of something like this is quite playful, and I think the appeal can be much broader than only anime fans if you think of it as a fun, more interactive digital assistant on your desk. So you can check out more details if you're interested in the links down below. It'll definitely be interesting to track and see how things progress with future software.
So yeah, this thing's coming soon. Like I said, around late October, hopefully as long as there's no delays or no issues, I should be having mine. And I will definitely have him say hi and hang out with us. Yay! Well, thank you for this video. Bye! That was long.
Thank you all for joining me. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It would make me very happy. Kiss, kiss.